me. So
Yeah.
right now, okay, right now is that I don't have computer. Right, I cannot do anything right now, so I'm just connected by my phone. But I want you to teach me everything from zero.
Yeah.
Um, like how to make my Instagram account from scratch to starting growing up, starting you know
Yeah.
everything because I need it actually.
Nice. Nice. Okay, let's do it, man. Are there any specific things you kind of want to start out with? Like any specific questions or anything really?
So is this completely free? How you work?
Yeah. So in terms of like this specific call, this is a free weekly coaching call that I do every single week. There's also a free course within the community, which I'll share with you in just a second, that you can also go through. And
Okay,
this call is really just to add value to people who just can't afford one-on-one coaching and who also are just starting out, right? Like obviously we do paid coaching as well. The paid coaching is more like in-depth one-on-one support and um, very fast track and more in-depth implementation based for people who really want to scale to like 5 to 10K a month with this. But this specific call is really just for beginners to kind of like educate them, get them rock and rolling with their page, and then for them to get like to 1 million followers, etc. That's where obviously the more support can be more beneficial for them.
yeah, of course. Okay,
So yeah, what we can do
I
for
think
today's call is I can just kind of like introduce you to let me quickly check into the community. And I can just walk you through like how it all kind of works. Um and just answer any questions you really have. Yeah.
yeah, I would like to know how all this thing work. Let me tell you this. So I changed my entire life from Florida because there is a past life who start with a bullying in internet, and I got into so deeper things. You know, right now I'm starting from zero. So actually, I don't have even a Facebook account, and I'm starting with an Instagram account. But I know I can do things growing up and doing things well.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. I mean, I really encourage you to indeed check out the course, check out my YouTube. And I also applaud you for, wanting to start with this because, the thing is with generational differences, it's obviously way harder to start a business online, right? Because I grew up with all of this stuff way more than probably you did, right? So it's going to be a little bit harder, but you're still willing to do so. So I'm quickly going to share my screen and then I'm just going to show you the community to just walk you through how it kind of works. This is obviously the whole free community, right? It's not a paid one. So as you can see, this is like the community, right? It's called Instapreneur. It's a pretty cool name in my opinion. And
Okay. Yeah.
what you can do within the communities, you can actually see these type of things right here, right? You see like a post, you see like obviously you introduce yourself, which was very nice of you as well. And you can also click
Okay.
on different posts, right? You can check out what other people commented, right? You can also check out a video right here. I did some page analysis for specific people as well, which we'll
Okay.
actually do today as well. So page analysis is basically where I go into the existing Instagram page of people who just got started and I just check out their page and then I say, this is what you do shit and this is what you do really good and this is what we can improve, right?
Okay.
So this is what we do with all of our paid clients on a very regular basis. So we review their page like 4 or 5 times a week so we know that they're 100% on track. So if you kind of bring it back into business terms, we're kind of like a technical or business coach, right? That just looks over the business and within the business of the person. We obviously help them first build the business, but then with the page reviews, it's kind of like me looking at everything, looking and keeping an eye over the shoulder and being like, yeah, that content is good, that content isn't good, etc., etc. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, this is really just kind of like post, right? So you can click here, you can write something, you can give it a title, for example, question, and then question, and then you can type something here, right? You can also add a poll, you can add a video, a link, a file, an emoji, a GIF. Then you can select the category of like where you want to actually, you know, put this towards, like you
Okay,
did yourself.
can you tell me more about the categories?
Yeah, sure.
So what do all those categories means?
Yeah, discussion means discussion, just general chat, general discussion, can be about anything, food, Instagram, anything. Then we have wins,
Okay,
right? Let's say you have a big win that you want to share with the community, you can drop it in here as well. That could be personal
okay,
wins, could be gym wins, could be any wins for you, right? Because sharing wins online with people that think alike, right? People that are like-minded is super important because then you can kind of
okay,
get a bit of recognition from them and just see, cool, they check it out,
okay,
right? Then we have updates, right? It's pretty much updates that I share with other community members about the program, about specific modules we added or changed or whatever. Then help,
okay,
right? Let's say you want your some help on something, a question, review your page, ask questions, you can drop it in here. Then you have introduce yourself as well. And introduce yourself is really just about your story. So it's really just a little introduction about how you got started, who you are, etc. So the category doesn't really matter. It's just based off of the post you're making. So let's say you share a win, you select wins. If you have a general discussion, select discussions, right? It's very transparent.
okay,
So now you can use this community by just sharing posts with each other and just asking questions. I would really encourage you to do so as well. Be active as well, because there is a couple of paid clients of ours in here that have made a ton of money with Instagram, that are always looking for people that are consistent, hardworking, and that show up every day, right? Because those are the
okay,
traits people are looking for within hiring people. So yeah, besides that, that's something you kind of want to like show through staying consistent in the community. Even a little post about yourself every day, it could show those people who already are making money that you're consistent. And there's a few people that got hired through the community as well, as a social media manager, as a content creator, to just make a couple of $100 a month, right? And that is something that, why not have that opportunity? Then on the top, you see Classroom all the way at the top here. Let me quickly draw that for you. Right here, Classroom. Do you see it?
okay, yeah, I see it.
You can click on that, and then you can go to the courses. These are two courses you get access to: weekly meeting replays. Oh, sorry. And Instagram
I'm sorry for disturbing you. I can start on those course and at any time.
anytime, anytime.
Okay,
So it's all
okay,
for free. You can click on weekly meeting replays, and then you can go here. You can go to
okay.
23 replays. These are hours worth of content. Hours, 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 as you can see. Like hours. Here, look at this hair. Just compare this hair with now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that you?
That's a major difference. So we've been
I
doing
had
quite a
long
while.
hair also 5 months ago. So
Ah, cool. Are you gonna grow it long too?
yeah, I was growing 2 years, but now
Nice,
short.
man. That's cool. That's cool. No, I'm gonna grow it as long as possible, so you'll probably see me as like a big.
Interesting. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. But long story short, you can basically watch back all these replays. That are hours worth of content. As you can see, these are a few recent ones that we had with people. So it's really cool. It's all categorized as well in different topics of the video, so you can all watch it back. You can also go to my YouTube channel where you can find the same videos, but it's like more structured in here, so you kind of have like an understanding of it. Then yeah, you have main topics discussed, you have certain timestamps of the video, you have practical action items as well, summary in bullet points, and then some reflective questions. These reflective
Okay,
questions are always very good for me because I use this particular like framework for every single video I learn about. Everything. If I watch a YouTube video, I just always put this into an AI and I let them make reflective questions for me. So it's really
okay,
um yeah, I'll actually show you in today's call how to actually do this and implement that AI for yourself as well, if you'd like. It's completely free. So it could be pretty cool for you guys. But we'll get into that a little bit later in the call. First, a little introduction. So yeah, you can click in here. You can see step-by-step content strategy, weekly, week 3 replay. So this is week 4, right? and then I put the replay of this recording inside of the community. So you can
Okay.
go back to the classroom. This is Instagram Masterclass. It's the beginner course. So this is where you can find week 1, launch your page, week 2, grow your page, and the algorithm, monetizing, daily workflow. So you can click on this, and then you get access to a workflow. It's all really, really in depth, but it's pretty cool. Let's see, workflow. You can also click back. There's a ton of resources here. This is the workflow.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
story short, there's
I'm joining this in the 3rd week, right?
sorry.
And you say that you are in the 3rd week right now, so I'm joining this in the 3rd week.
Yeah, that's for the replays, right? So for the replays, this is week 3 replay. So that was last week's call. And then if you want to find this week's replay, it's called week 4, but I will only upload it after this call. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you can go through the introduction, welcome, my story, what is Instagram digital real estate, advanced health fundamentals. This is really, really valuable too, if you really want to get more healthy. I invested around 7,000-8,000 euros in health coaching, biohacking coaching last couple of years. So just been kind of summarizing it. Very simple to the point, not super complicated, but just a few things that are really, really good to know. And then also some goal setting and a plan for 2024. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I would just recommend you to watch it all, go through it. And then if you want to just like get the basics and get to know my story, you can actually click on About on the top right here. And then you
Okay.
can click on this video. And this video will show you exactly all the step-by-step process of, you know, how I went through all of this and what are these pages, how can you make money with them, right? It's like an in-depth process of what the course is about. So first you go through this, and then you start with the classroom.
Okay, I will.
So yeah, and then if you want to, you know, get to know some reviews, as you can see, it's just some testimonials from people I work with.
I've been watching those testimonials before.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you can watch a few of these. It's pretty cool. We also on the YouTube channel, if you click on this link right here.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Yeah, if you click there, you basically go to the YouTube channel, and then you can also go to videos, and you can see we have a ton of videos here as well. And if you scroll down a little bit, you will see a couple of client interviews. So let me quickly make a note of this. This is a client interview. This is one. This. So there's just a few here. We have a lot, but I don't want to bombard everyone with the client interviews.
That's pretty helpful.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it about the community walkthrough. And yeah, let me quickly check here. Community. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. And then on Instagram, you can also click here, digital real estate training. So you can kind of like go through the whole training video. It's the same thing as at the beginning of the community, but it's basically.
Okay.
So yeah, and then if you want to join these calls, obviously you go to calendar at the top, you click here. You can also add this to your calendar, which is pretty cool. So with Google and Apple will
It's every week, right?
Sorry?
Every week on Wednesday, right?
Yep, 8 p.m. this time. Yeah.
Okay.
Every single week. So as you can see, there's a lot of weeks still remaining.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weeks that we already had.
Yes. Well, I'll be setting up everything to start this week, you know?
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, just follow some basics, you know, go to the YouTube, kind of get a feeling for it.
Yes.
In terms of this call, I think it would be cool if I just show you a few like examples with visual examples. So you kind of
Yeah,
get
for
a feeling of what I do. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna give you a quick walkthrough of what Instagram actually is and how it kind of works. And then if you have questions, just ask me at any given moment during the call.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
So this is, do you see my screen? This?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. This is basically the page called Wealth, right? As you can see on the top. This page
Is that your?
no,
You
no,
are the.
no, I do know the owner, but I don't own the page. No,
Okay.
this is a page that's been started a long, long time ago. I think he also follows me as well, which is pretty funny. But yeah, basically this is a page that got started long, long time ago. And in Instagram, you have kind of like three different main categories of topics, right? On like an Instagram page. You have health, wealth, and relationship, and then you have like other pages. So at the beginning, step one with starting your Instagram page, it's really just deciding on that specific niche, right? So let me
Okay.
just quickly show you a different screen that will give a bit more insight into this.
So which one are the three categories?
Sorry?
Wealth, education. You talk about three categories:
Yeah, exactly.
wealth, education, and
Wealth, health, and relationship.
wealth, health. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, let me quickly zoom into a framework we actually use for our clients. Okay, cool. Do you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Cool. So this
A
is
little
you
bit
have to choose
tiny.
your niche. You start here. Then do you want to make something that you're passionate about? Yes or no? If it's a no, then do you know what to sell? Like what you already want to sell on your page? No, then you do market research. Market research is where you create an account, you go to pages like, let's say, wealth, right? Or relationship pages, and you kind of check them out, see what they're selling, get kind of a feeling for everything. And then from there, choose the topic you want to go for. Let's say you do have something that you're passionate about. What topics are you most passionate about? Is it other, health, wealth, or relationship? Other could also be religion, could be football, could be travel, could be anything, really, just any
Put
topic.
here a link to check my page that has 0 followers and
Mhm.
0 following and 0 posts. I have made a page that I didn't activate it yet, and I can let a link yet just to see.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And the thing is, when you make like a new page, you do want to set up like kind of a plan and an idea before you start the page. So you do want to make sure that you understand how to choose your username, how to choose your name, how to set up the bio, what content you're going to post, kind of get a feeling for it first. And then when you make your account at the beginning stages of your page, what happens is that you kind of have to let it warm up, right? Because Instagram will flag you as a spam account at the beginning because it's a new page, right? Like you could be a bot. They don't know. You can't FaceTime them and say, hey, I'm not a bot. That doesn't work, unfortunately. So what you got to do is you got to prove to them that you're not a bot. So how does that work? Proving is really just staying within community guidelines, right? So that's how you prove to them you're not a bot. When you just create an account, you want to let it sit for like a day or two, maybe 3 days. Just let it sit, don't do anything with it, let it kind of like warm up, right? That's like the incubation time. Then from
It
there,
stays for 2 months.
sorry?
Mine stays for 2 months.
Yeah, then you have to create a new one, right? Like it's that simple. But the thing is, you have to really step over that idea of failure. Fuck failure. You're gonna fail a few pages. I failed 4 pages before I had one successful one. So you just gotta fail. It's part of the freaking game because you're gonna learn things that you then would have not learned if you didn't fail, right? So the nice thing with this business model is you can fail as many times as you want to. You can start as many pages as you want to. You can, do whatever. So at the beginning, you
It
do.
doesn't have to be, I'm sorry, it doesn't have to be aligned with your main email or things like that.
Great question. Ideally, what I would recommend everyone do is just start a new email. Indeed. Attach like a separate email to it. Reason being is because if you sell your account to other people, which is a possibility in the future, right? Selling your own
Okay.
real estate, then you also have to give your email. So if it's attached to a personal one, then goodbye to a personal one.
Okay. And then another question. Every account, Instagram account that I'm gonna make for a business, it have to be attached to a different
Exactly.
email, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. No worries, man. So I'm quickly gonna draw it out here for everyone. I'll check out your page in just a minute. But first I'll quickly draw a little bit in here. Let me quickly do it. So like that. Cool. So step one is niche, right? You have to make sure that you want to understand like what niche it is. Well, you're going to use this framework for it. Very simply said. Step two, after you chose your niche, step two, you haven't started your page yet, right? So step two is still pre-thinking because you can't start your page and then choose a niche. You first want to choose a niche. Then what you do after step one is you basically do market research, right? And what are you going to do in market research? You're going to look at pages, right? Within your niche. So pages within niche. Don't look at my drawing. Pages within niche, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to look
Can
at
you
the
give us,
content.
can you give us an example about that you're talking to?
Yeah.
Right now?
So you
Okay.
mean like
Thank you.
an example of a page, what I would look at? What do you mean?
Yeah, like you are talking about the step two. So market research within niche. So how you do that?
Yeah. So you see my screen, right? Different screen.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so basically for the market research, you look at a few things, right? You just look at the whole account. You look at the logo, you look at the username, you look at the name, right? So this is the name that people have, business, motivation, technology. Then you look at their bio, right?
Yeah, right.
And then you look at their content. That's all you look at,
Okay.
very simply, right? So you check out what type of logo do they have? Is it clean? What type of colors do they have? Cool, they have a black background. So what you want to do is you want to probably have a black background, right? If you see that 10 competitors that you have, big ones have black backgrounds, do that as well, right? It's very simple. Then in terms of the username, same thing. If they have one keyword, you want to try and have one keyword. But if they have two keywords, then try to have two keywords. Ideally with your username, it consists out of two keywords. So two keywords. The first one is basically the topic of your page. Topic of page. And the second, oh, sorry. The second is random. So as an example, one of my pages is called Billionaire Director. That's the username, right? So their second name is random and the first name is niche specific. So let's say you have a travel page, it could also be travel director, it could be football director, it could be anything director, right? But the second random word, that it kind of needs to kind of align with the same, niche. You can't have like travel business. That doesn't work, right? You want to make sure that the first keyword is a niche, second word is a bit random. That's the first step. Then in terms of your name, what you want to do is you want to have three keywords, as you can probably see as well on the wealth page, right? You see that they
Okay.
have three specific keywords. They have business, motivation, and technology, right? So these are the topics, the main topics of the page. So these are called content pillars, right? A content pillar is basically like a pillar of content, a topic, what you post about within your big topic. So you have like big topic, which is your niche, right? For example,
Mhm.
business, and then you have subtopics. So within business, it could be money. It could be investing. It could be, I don't know, accounting. It could be real estate, right? Within investing, it can be real estate. It can be crypto. It can be gold. It can be trading, right? So these are all subtopics within a topic. You don't want to overcomplicate this too much, but it's just for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. And
Yeah.
we chose these three names, right? So yeah, that's basically how they did it before. Then after you chose your name, you want to set up your bio. Your bio, how you set this up is basically using this. So let me just quickly scroll down. So in this document, which is also in the course, I explain exactly how to make your username. I show exactly how to make your name. I show exactly how to make your bio. So let's take a look at the bio. Your bio consists of a few strong lines of information to share of what you do exactly with the consumer, but also to state how your page is different. Bios can differ based on the goal you have with the bio. It can have different end goals like build more trust, credibility, authority, know-how, etc., or generate leads. This is how we usually structure a bio. The first line is state what you do, how you're different, help people with what you do to make them follow you, right? Then the second line is credibility, authority, and trust. So this could be a result you get or how long you've been doing something for, etc. The last line is
Okay.
call to action. This means follow me for more, follow me for daily business content, right? So why do these people actually need to follow you? This is just an example, right? Because you can also just use this first line and the third line, right? What they did here as well. In here, they basically said the first line, who they help and what type of page they are. The #1 source for all things business, tech, and news. That's the first line of their bio, right? So that means state what you do, how you're different, and help people with. They're different because they're the #1. At least that's what they claim, right? So what do you do to make them follow you? Well, this guy posts everything about business, tech, and news because he claims he's the #1 source. Then as the CTA, that's the third line, he said advertising that email, right? So that basically means for everyone who wants to advertise, send it to that email. So that's basically how he does it, right? He only has this first line and the second line. He doesn't need, sorry, the first line and the third line. He doesn't need the second line. Why? Because he already has a ton of followers. He
Okay.
doesn't need to create more trust. People trust his page because everyone wants to follow him because he already has a ton of followers. So these are a few examples of your bio. #1fitness page on Instagram, thousands helped, turned their life around, want to become next, click here. Or you can do something like this guy, right? #1 source for all things business, tech, and news, etc. What you want to do is you want to find pages like wealth. Very simply, how you do that is you find one page and you simply just go and click on the people they follow. And then just type in business. Let's say you want to find business pages. And there we go. We found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And then you start following them, right?
And then you start opening their accounts up and you start looking at what type of content they post. And then you will see differences. This is ideally what you want to do in your computer, right? Because you can kind of move quickly between these things. So that's more or less what you do. Very, very simply said. You open up those accounts, you check out all their accounts, you check out other accounts, and then guess what? You want to find more, type it in again and open up different pages. It's like a loop, you know? Let's see, maybe money. Well, then you just scroll down because there's a ton of pages in here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you find more
Which is
pages.
the best way? Which is the best way to catch people that to follow you? So I have to follow them first, or how that work?
Great question. Great question. Let me break it down for you. So first things first is that #1 is your account, right?
Yes.
You want to set that up. This means the content. This means the structure. So this means like your bio, the name, the logo,
Okay.
username, etc. Right? This is your first step, account. Second step is organic growth strategies. We went
Okay.
into this very, very deeply last weekly call as well, and we also went a bit into content. Then the third step is basically monetizing.
Okay.
This means that you want to learn how to make money with this, right? So you can do promotions that people pay you to post a post, right? You could do affiliate marketing. And I do want to remind you that this is really just a taste, right, that you're getting in this call about this business. You don't want to, yeah, this will overwhelm you for today, 100%, because it's a lot of new information, but it's very simple. It's very, very simple and easy to understand, but it's just breaking it all down and just going step by step. Hey, get that drawing out of my face, man.
Sorry. I want to make a checkbox, but I didn't succeed.
I'll make it for you. There you go. Ding.
Thank you. It was a circle, yeah.
Cool. So you have promotions, you have affiliate marketing, then you have freelancing. So that's also super cool. Freelancing, and then you have the last one, which is digital products. Digital products.
That can be drop shipping, right?
Yep. Can be drop shipping, as you said, great one. It can be ebooks,
Or people that make graphics and things.
courses. Sorry?
People that make graphics and things, or people that make videos.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Maybe talk a bit louder.
Or people that makes graphics or videos.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, graphics, videos, etc. Yeah, exactly. But that's more, that's a bit of freelancing too. If you sell, like, for example, a package, for example, a clips package to people, 100%, that's digital product or service, right? But freelancing, the major difference is, what do you do? Do you actually like deliver a service to people? For example, let's say I hire you and you do social media management for me and I pay you $1,000 a month for it. That's freelancing. That isn't digital products or services. So yeah, indeed, it's like community, right? And then this is monetization. Then
Mhm.
monetization, there's also a second step, which is sales and marketing. So how do you actually sell this, right, to your current followers? So
Okay.
learn sales and marketing, and then you sell to your current followers.
Okay.
So you first build an account, then you do organic growth strategies, then you do monetizing, and then the last step is scaling. Scaling means that you buy different pages, you really become a leader within a company, and you create your own company, right? Like you hire other people, you really become a legit online business.
Okay.
Step 1 to 3 is not serious, right? You're making like maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a month, which is great. But if you really want to build a big ass company and become an entrepreneur, step 4 is basically the key step, which is scaling. So this means
Okay.
hiring people. This means buying pages. So you can actually buy and sell different Instagram pages, which is great. This means software. So in software, you can implement CRMs, email marketing. You can start.
So you automate it.
Sorry?
You automate it.
Exactly. Automated. So within step 4 is the nicest step, in my opinion, because what you do in phase 1 to 3, you work your fucking ass off. That's what you do. You work your ass off. Why? Because you don't have a fucking business yet. You're building the business and it's hard work. But the 4th step is where everything gets a little bit easier. But still, it's hectic. Shit needs to get done. But it's a little bit easier. Why? Because you will outsource the stuff you do not want to do to other people online. So you hire people from India and the Philippines for $1 to $2 an hour, and you just let them do the tasks that you don't want to do. So $1 to $2 an hour, and you just let them do everything what you want to do. There are certain websites that we help our clients also with to visit. Inside of our paid community, we have like interview processes, we have how to hire people, who to hire, when to hire, right? Like everything with decision making. But this is again just kind of a high level overview for you to kind of understand this is like the step-by-step process. So step 1 is account. That means your content, structure, logo, username. We cover majority of everything in, step 1 in the free program. Step 2 is organic growth strategies. We cover that more in the paid program as well, but a bit in the free, not too much.
When you say organic growth strategies, that means Facebook, Instagram, things like that, right?
Well, organic growth strategies is where you it's all Instagram. This is all Instagram based, right? It's called Instapreneurs. So we don't do anything on Facebook or TikTok or Pinterest, etc. We do take
Okay.
content from TikTok, but we don't actually like do strategies on TikTok. So organic growth strategies, it's free strategies, engagement strategies that you basically use to gain a following. Right now, if I will explain it, it will literally go like this, poop one ear in, one ear out, because you first have to understand the basics. It's the same in business. Someone starts saying to me how to invest $10 million in a business. Meanwhile, I don't understand business, then it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's right.
So first, start at step one. You can just go through like the video modules, go through YouTube, kind of get a feeling for it. We will obviously talk more tomorrow as well, but yeah, step 2, 3, and 4, it's more in depth basically. Yeah. So this is more the step-by-step process. The thing is, if your account is shit, it's very hard for you to monetize, right? And it's very hard for you to scale if you can't monetize. So these steps you really have to follow from bottom all the way, sorry, from top all the way to bottom.
Okay, and then you say create account and it's stop for 2 days just to.
Exactly. You kind of gotta let it
So
rest. You gotta let it sit. Don't do anything with it. And then
even oppose anything.
yeah, don't post anything. Do nothing with it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then just
I got
understand what content
several
you
months.
post, where do you collect the content, where do you find it, how do you post it, etc. And this is all what we majority in the paid program, but there's also some stuff in the free one. Yeah. But you can also make the content yourself. You can edit clips yourself. You can find clips yourself. And how to find all of these things, like it's a pretty big, long conversation that we would have. But this, again, this call is really to kind of like have a little hook in your brain that it's basics, right? It's kind of like to get you kind of familiar with that. You're like, I know what he's talking about because we talked about monetization then.
Yeah, of course, but you can monetize if you don't have a real knowledge about what you want to do or.
Yeah, exactly. You can monetize if you don't know what to do. Exactly. Because what you can do is that you have to kind of find out your skill, right? Through this journey, what you're going to do is you're going to start your page, you're going to check out content, you're going to be experimenting with things, you're going to try to sell, you're going to try to market something, right? Maybe you try to make a product or service yourself. It's really a trial and error journey, right? But the thing is, let's say you find out that you are super good in page growing, and that's where you need to focus. Then you need to hire other people to do the sales for you. Then in terms of what you're going to sell, let's say you have a page like this, all you do is you go into Instagram, you do market research again, which then you find other people who already sell something that is very good, making money or a course, a digital product or a service. And all you do is you text them, hey, I am super good in page growth. I want to sell your product and I want to get 50% commissions. And
Okay.
people say, sure, man, here you go. There's a link and you get paid automatically through the link if people buy from you.
Okay.
And that's called affiliate marketing. So that means you get a percentage over every single sale you make through promoting a link on your page.
And then another question: what kind of program, let's suppose these people from Wealth use to make this post? Like in the creation.
Yeah, they use this software, which is completely free, Canva,
Okay.
and they use Premiere Pro and Photoshop. Well, Premiere Pro and Photoshops are paid, but I would recommend starting with Canva.
Okay.
Yeah. Canva is honestly very, very simple. We make majority of all of our post templates in there as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alex.
Yeah, no worries. And then within the program, not the free community, but the paid one, we basically cover everything about post templates. As you can see, we cover everything about Canva. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much majority of your questions answered, but this is how you can make a post, The last weekly call, I really went in depth into the software, how you could actually make a post in this. It's honestly very simple. Very, very simple. It might not look simple to you right now, but it's very simple. So last weekly call, I shared how I actually make content for this page, which is mine. I'll quickly type it in. This is one of my pages. I own a lot more, but this is one of the pages that I run. It has around 200K followers right now. If you go to the reels, the views are pretty good. 100K, 200K, 90K, 200K, a million. So yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, I basically show exactly like where to find this content, where I get it from, and more importantly, how I post it on my page. So it does go viral.
Okay.
So yeah,
Viral means above 1 million.
sorry.
Viral means above 1 million views.
Yeah, here 9.9 million views.
Oh, 9.9.
That's pretty amazing. That's a hard work, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Alex,
Hey, what's up, man?
can I ask you a simple question?
Sure, man. Go ahead.
How much traffic can I expect from a reel that got 100,000 views, for example, of one of those that you got here?
Great question. Great question. It depends on your niche. If you post the exact same things as me, it depends on a few things. It's a really good question because it's to do with conversion, right? Like how well the views to followers convert. And there's a few things
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are dependent on it. Your current page, right? So this means your layout. So that means your logo, bio, etc. So does that really align with your content? If your bio is off, then obviously conversions are going to be less. How you can measure this, if your current page layout is good, is by going to your account, insights, and checking the profile visitors. So you can see how many people actually visit your profile, and then you divide that. Let me think. Yeah, so you divide that by followers, your total followers, and then you times that by 100, and then you get a certain percentage, and then that percentage you kind of can measure that over month-to-month basis to see how many profile visitors you got versus how many new followers you got, and then you can get a percentage. And then let's say in month 2 you see that you change your bio and you see that the percentage dips, then you have to obviously change your bio back. So this is kind of like how you can feel that out. But in terms of your question, current page, it depends on your niche, and it depends on the type of content that blew up. Reason why I say this is because you really have to understand, this is like really advanced content information. This video will bring in completely different viewers than this video. The whole goal of your account is to understand what does majority of your audience like. That's your whole goal of content. What does majority of your audience like when you build a following, right? How do you see that? By literally looking at the views. If you have 100 views and then suddenly you get 1,000 views on one video, this is a really good indication. It's a 10x, right? 10x in performance, that this video right here of 1,000 views did better. And that's an indication that literally your followers are screaming to you, hey, post more of this content, man. Come on, we want to see more of it. But then dumb fucks will continue with 100 view videos, right? But smart people will shift their videos to 1,000 views. They will learn from that 1,000 view video, right? So the advanced lesson I want to really give you is that this particular content right here brings in different type of people than this one. Why? Because it's a different topic. So let's say my page is a business page, but one of my posts blows up with an engineer's designs for intersections and fucking traffic lights, 9.9 million views, great. But that's not my type of audience. If I had an engineering page, I would have gained a ton more followers from it, right? So my profile layout is still good, but what the one post that blew up was more of an engineering post. So if you want to go more advanced, what you do is you see that your account or like one of the posts is blowing up, you change your account slightly, your bio, your username, whatever, not your username, sorry, but your bio, that it shows more like an engineering type of page, right? So then you can get bigger conversions. So this is like how you really are like a freaking mastermind in this. You change your bio a little bit around when you see one post blow up that has to do with the post. So
Okay.
long story short, I can't give you a number. That's basically what I'm trying to explain here, because of all of this, right? It depends on your type of content that blew up, right? On the left here. It depends on your niche. It depends on the current page that you have, the logo, the highlights, etc. Right? The bio. If the logo is shit, then conversions will be shit. It's very simple. You really have to kind of treat it like a big brand. This
Okay.
is the goal of your page. Treat it like a brand. What are brands, right? Brands are Coca-Cola. Brands are Fanta.
Mhm.
Brands are Porsche, right? These are brands. Ask yourself, what is your brand? What do you want to be known by? Is it luxury? Is it more clean? Is it more weird? Is it what type of colors do you want, right? Like think big, think big. Then next step in terms of your color choosing for your logo is this. Color psychology. If you do not know how to choose your colors, just use color psychology. Very simply said, you literally go to Google and you type in color psychology. Don't mind the drawings, guys. My internet is a little bit slow, so give it 1 second.
Alex, can you enter the link that I sent on the chat to give me a feedback?
Yeah.
After?
Give it 1 second. I first want to cover this and then we'll go into it.
Yeah, after.
So this image. Oh, it's crashing. 1 second. I have too many browsers open, so it will bug like crazy. This is it. So this is what you can use for your colors, right? Very simply said, if you do not know exactly how to do it, just type in on the internet, color psychology, understand what colors you want to resonate with, because Coca-Cola stands for power, excitement, strength, passion, energy, right? Like dive deep into marketing. This is called marketing, right? Why do certain brands choose a certain color? Because of freaking this. It's called color psychology. Ask yourself, like certain companies that you know, what type of colors do they have in their brand? Are these traits, for example, with green, health, hope, nature, freshness, and prosperity, are those keywords resonated with the logo and the company itself? Yeah?
And then yours is blue, right?
Yeah, because I want to have trust, loyalty, dependently, I don't know how to pronounce that, certainty and security. So if I go back to my page, I freaking like the color blue. Very simply said. I like the color blue. So yeah, I'm gonna have that. So yeah, that's basically more of like the difference between all of
And
this.
then after you let's start from the beginning when you created this account and then you post your first video.
Yeah.
What did you do at that time to make the video viral or
Well,
interesting?
what I did to make the video viral, it's a very
Yes.
it's a very, very long topic. So the thing is, I can tell you a bunch right now, but it won't stick because you didn't do market research. You didn't get a feeling for things. It's a different type of conversation. I don't want to discuss things at like level 5 when you're just at level 1. So I would recommend to just go through all of this, what we discussed before. Just check it out
Okay.
step by step. Get a feeling for
Okay.
everything through market research. Check out what content people do. Big accounts, middle accounts, and small accounts, right? People that have a smaller Instagram account, 50,000 followers, 20,000 followers. If you can't find them, do your research because you can find them. If you don't know how to find them, ask a question in the community, right? So let's
Okay.
quickly give some feedback to your page first, and then we'll go into it more. again, you can watch back this entire recording, so you can also check it out. All right, perfect. So, helping humans worldwide on their path, orient yourself towards the inner peace. Let us guiding wealth to you. Non-verbal process. I would maybe remove this line.
Okay, the last one.
Yeah, I would remove the last one, and then I would remove.
Check.
Yeah, I would probably remove business and tech. Yeah, because
Okay.
business and tech
Is
doesn't
that
really
are two?
come back in your bio. And you can still keep the page the same, right? You don't have to create a new page. You can just start this one, but if the engagement is shit, just make a new one ASAP. And change your logo. So if you compare this logo that you have right now with, for example, this logo right here, there's a pretty big difference in this.
Say about
It's not too much the difference. The
There's a very big difference.
the colors.
Exactly. Bingo. So why do Coca-Cola only have,
I cannot see.
sorry? You can't see the difference.
I could not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So why do, for
Okay.
example, Coca-Cola, Fanta, etc., have only one or two colors? Sorry, only two colors, white and orange, or three colors maybe at max, an accent, right? Why? Well, because it's more visual appealing. If you have multiple colors, this is a lot of different colors, right? It's like, I like the concept, but you always want to understand and keep it simple, because this is one color, this is one color, this is one color, this is one color, this is a color, then you have white as well. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colors.
Multiple colors. So do you recommend that or not?
No, keep it simple.
Okay.
No.
Let's check out the colors that I have. 1,
Yeah, blue and white.
3.
Two different blues and white.
Yeah, but blue, black, and white. Background is black, white,
Oh yeah, right.
gradient, right? And you can all do that. in Canva. Sorry,
Thank
go
you,
ahead.
Alex. So I can start with that page that has been stayed for 3 months.
Yeah, test it out. You know, like the thing is, I'm not a wizard, guys. I only do say things based off of my experience, but you want to test it. Because if it isn't the case that it doesn't work for you, then you learn your lesson, right? You have to experience it for yourself. I can't chew it for you. I can't spit it out and say, yeah, this is how it's going to be, because we do not know. Based on my
Yeah.
experience, I do know that the experience is better to create a new account and to create it cool and new and fresh. But yeah, test it out. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. It really depends on your content. 99% of the page success is content. What I would suggest you do for this page is go back into the school community and go to the last replay of the meetings. Watch that entire
Okay.
call and then go through all the content. Not you, Luigi, but the Mr. Owner of this page.
Mhm.
Yes.
How do I pronounce
Yes.
your name, by the way? Tudo.
Guidance.
Sorry? You're lagging a bit. No, it'll come back in a minute. So yeah, that's what I would recommend you do. I've no idea if it's opened.
My internet dropped.
Sorry? I can't hear you, man. Oh well. So yeah, this is basically everything that I want to share in this call because it's getting a bit too long. We're 15 minutes, 10 minutes over time. So what I would suggest you do is you go back into this recording as well, check it all out. You can find the summary within the community too. And you can also check out the last weekly replay if you want to. Just get everything familiar with your student. Don't rush.
My internet dropped.
Yeah, no worries, man. We just stopped put it on pause.
No, nothing about the page.
So yeah, so what I would suggest you do is go back into the school community for this page.
Oh, okay.
watch back the last replay that we did. And the last question I asked you was what your name is. How do I?
Radu, Radu.
Er-
Which name?
Yeah, I know, but like Eridu Radu?
Radu, yeah, Radu from Sinai, from the mountains.
Okay, I'll just do Radu. I know. We already had a meeting, but it's like
Of course,
I was
we know
I was
each other
looking at
for
your
a
name,
few
and I was
months.
like, how do I pronounce this, man? I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Radu. It's Radu. Radu.
Radu. All right. Well,
So
my name is
Raki-
fucking easy. Is it Alex?
Yeah, Alex. Regular than that.
Exactly. All right. Well, cool, guys. I really appreciated you showing up, and I guess we'll speak next week. I'll upload the recording probably tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, so you can watch it back.
I'm motivated now, so for sure we will see each other next.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Awesome. Love that.
Bye.
I'll see you
After
Courageous growth.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Sounds
Thank you so much.
A
Pretty
pleasure, guys.
helpful.
You didn't come to
Thank
Sinai
you.
to
good, guys.
you will wait still.
Sorry?
You didn't come to Sinai to ski as you said, but I still wait you.
Sounds good, man. Well, I'll just ping you whenever I'm there, and then we can go skiing. I'll ski your ass. No, I'm joking. You'll probably ski my ass.
Blessing. Yeah, we will see. Yeah. Yeah. See you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
too.
you.
And
Have
we'll
a
speak
nice-
next Wednesday. And Luigi, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye.